All right, well, we are live on YouTube. Now we're about to go live on Kick and now Twitch. So let's see if everything's working before we go into the next one. I'm going to refresh that page. 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 How to mute that. Hey, you're on already, my friend. How are you doing? I'm literally just getting started. You are on super quick. Nice to see you. And right now I'm trying to just verify that everything is live. That looks good. So now the last one I have to do is TikTok, which I'll do right now. I'm not going to use my phone to track it this time, though, because it worked the last few days. So if it gives me any trouble, I'm just going to drop it altogether because that's how difficult it has been for me. All right, so now that should be live. I need to bring everything out forward. There we go. I need to pull up the chat. There we go. All right, I'm back. Are you start with some game? Yeah, I'm going to play Magic again. Hope you don't mind. By the way, we were chatting on YouTube comments, and I have yet to find out what your favorite game is. Right now, this is my favorite game, but what about yours? All right, now we are on to the first game of the day. Let's see if we can keep our win streak going. That would be nice. All right. Ooh, he has a Cloud. Spicky is his name. Let's see. Let's hope that he doesn't have a black deck. I have no creatures in my hand. So I should mulligan, but I don't want to go down a card. So I'm going to not take my medicine, not take my lesson from yesterday, and I'm just going to go with what I got. My favorite game is Free Fire. I'm going to sound like a dummy. However, I've never heard that game before. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking a picture of that message that you just sent, Free Fire. I'm going to look it up after this game because it sounds cool. Free Fire. All right. I'm going to play this with Ward first before I play this Saga. Oh, he's going to counter it. Ugh, I should see that coming by now. But Free Fire, what is that game about? Is it like a first-person shooter, an RPG? This is a very similar deck to what I played yesterday multiple times, so you would think I would have the hang of it, but I did not see it coming. Hopefully it doesn't have another one of those. Well, at least I have a spider on the board. Do I want to... No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to hang on to it. Okay, bro. Free Fire. Are you listening to the... Am I listening to the Indonesian language? I'm resolving this. Don't care about it. Well, I do care. I wish he didn't have it. I haven't really listened to the Indonesian language at all. I probably should. I would be more cultured if I was able to say yes to that. What is this? Deals 1 damage to each creature your opponent controls. Well, I don't want that to die because if I don't draw a creature, then I'm kind of cooked. So I'm going to have to waste this. And it seems like he has something else. Okay, at least I didn't die. And I drew a creature. Lucky me. But now this is pretty beefy. Okay, let's see. Let's get his lessons out of his graveyard, shall we? Non-creature spells. Okay, he has 2 things of that. Draw a card. What do I want to do? Oh, man. Well, maybe I'll make him make a decision. Does he want his grandma that badly? And I think Yeah, I'll play this now because I don't have anything with Flash to save me. And now I want to make him make the decision if he wants to keep his Grand, which he does, which makes sense. Can you said, hi, Penonton Dari, Indonesia. Hopefully I pronounced that right. I probably didn't. Penonton Dari, Indonesia. Fried Blocks. Sorry I missed your message. Thanks for coming back, my friend. Right now I'm just playing Magic. I'm trying to teach myself the game. I'm still not good at the game by any means, but I'm having a lot of fun, Fried Blocks. Again, thanks for coming back. Good to see you. And now I'm going to Sheltered by Ghosts again because it seems like he really wants this. But also too... Yeah. Because this has Flash. So if he blocks me, then I'll just flash that out. One attacker, next. He's not blocking, so I'm going to keep... Actually, I'm going to get more damage in while I can. You're happy I said it? Sweet! That's awesome to hear. Oh, I wish I had mana up to play Optimistic Scavenger. Double strike. That puts him on a clock, so I'm glad I did that. I'm going to get rid of... Doesn't really matter, but probably this one. Just so he has one less lesson in his graveyard. What does... Hey, Heikal? Is that your first name? Hopefully it's your first name, and hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Alright, what sucks about this position is that he has so much removal that it really just outpaces this deck from what I've experienced yesterday. And especially with all his drawing abilities, it's a pretty strong deck. It seems like I missed Fried Block's message and he left me. So that's disappointing. But I need to get better at reading the message. It's hard, especially when I'm trying to learn the game, you know what I mean? Because I really need to focus on the game, but also I'm looking over here. Yeah, my name is Heikal. Heikal, awesome. Now I know your name. That feels good. Enchant creature, +1/+1 for each enchantment you control and has first strike. Well, I'm going to play it, and maybe it will make it harder to kill with so it doesn't die to another Iroh. That's wishful thinking. Hey, Call. What does Penonton Dari mean? Hopefully I didn't say anything inappropriate. I doubt you'd have me say anything inappropriate. It's probably like, nice to meet you or something like that. Okay, that's not as bad as destroying. At least I can play it again. But his engine is fully online, so he's definitely outpacing me here. It would be smart of me just to concede this game. But it's good practice. It is good practice. I need to put this somewhere like over here so it's easier to see. Okay. None of my cards have haste, I'm realizing, so this game is pretty much over, but it doesn't seem like his deck has any sort of creatures. I'm just gonna hit... There's no point in playing this right now. So I'm just gonna sit back and relax for the time being. I don't want to sit through Solitaire, because I said this yesterday. If I wanted to play Solitaire, I would literally just keep playing Yu-Gi-Oh! But I don't want to do that. No one wants to do that. So I might concede, but I don't want to. Who would want to do that? But his turns are very annoying. There, it's a little bit bigger so I can see it a little better. And now he has this little otter. So now it should be coming down to, it should be like the game is pretty much over soon. Man, these turns last forever. It's almost to the point where it means hi viewers from Indonesia. Sweet. Hi, Penontan Dari, Indonesia. Hi, Penontan Dari, Indonesia. I should commit that to memory. Gotcha. Thanks for teaching me that. Very cool. All right, that's the game. I'm not going to sit through one of his very long and annoying turns, so we're moving on to the next one. I don't think I learned... I'm going to say that was not fun. That was way too much solitaire. Hopefully the game isn't going in that direction. Hopefully they're learning from Yu-Gi-Oh's decline. Connected to TikTok chat success. Oh, I haven't been looking at TikTok chat. I doubt I hadn't had any viewers, but I forgot to look all together. That is my bad. Let's see. Boom. There we go. Ooh, this is a pretty good hand, even though it only has 2 lands. Anytime I see one or multiple creatures and a couple lands, I'm pretty happy. I'm going to play it now, because why not? Hopefully I'm not running that same deck again. Ooh, mono white maybe? That would be a cool mirror match. Let's see. Let's do another one. And then do... Should I hold that up? No, he's not going to get rid of both, right? There's no way. And this is going to get beefy real quick. I'm going to play the name of my deck, and that's aggro. So that's what I'm going to do. I wonder... Yeah, it doesn't look like there's too much lag. So I think we're going to do... How to play this game, bro? I am probably not a good person to explain it. However, so you see these planes right here, Hikal. These are called lands. He has them too, so this is a mirror match. So these lands and other things, but they're in the very basic sense, these lands produce what's called mana. And I'm going to seam rip that. Just 1 second. Let me finish this turn, and I'll have a better explanation for you. I'm going to make this one beefy. Okay, and then... I'm going to hold that up, because I don't want him to get rid of my stuff, because he's looking pretty suspiciously at my stuff. Okay, as I was saying, Hikal, the planes right here tap for mana. So they produce what's called mana. When this creature dies, draw a card. That's fine. And every other card in the game has a cost to them. And you can tell in the top right corner of the card. So you can see Optimus the Scavenger, and there's like that one white symbol. That means that it costs 1 mana to play that card. What do I want to do here? He's all tapped out, so it doesn't really matter, but I want that 1 mana up. So 7, 8. Okay. We'll see what he does with the attacks. All attacks. 2 attacks. Let's see what he blocks with. Okay, he's blocking with that. So that's... shoot. 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm not going to die, but one of his is going to die. I'm going to put it on this one. Put it on this one. Put it on this one. So it does not die. I'm going to... When this creature dies, draw a card. I'm going to do this one first, and then this one. Oh, I should have said good game. I wasn't paying attention. Thanks for explanation. Sorry, I got sidetracked, so it wasn't a very good explanation. So basically what I was saying is lands tap for mana. So you play them, and they produce what's called mana. And then each card costs a certain amount of mana to play it. So the better the card costs more mana. So every turn you want to play a land, and if you don't play a land on the turn, like for example right now, this is a great hand. And the reason for it is because I have 3 lands in the hand. So no matter what I do, what I draw the next 3 turns, I'll have a land to play. Also, too, I have a turn 1, a turn 2, and a turn 3 play guaranteed. Because these all cost 1 mana, and this costs 2 mana. And you can tell again in the top right corner, those little circular symbols, that tells you how many mana it costs to play it. And again, the better the card, the more expensive it is. So that's like the main basics of the game. And it gets pretty complex after that because there's like enchantments, there's artifacts, but as long as you know those 2 things, you know what's going on. Like for example, he just tapped 2 lands to pay for this card, which costs 2, as you can tell, 1 colorless mana and 1 red mana. So that's what he did. And now I'm going to read it. And this card is an enchantment. So it's a permanent ability that lasts until it leaves the field. Whenever a non-token artifact you control enters, create a colorless artifact named Munitions with, when this token leaves the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to target. So he wants to create tokens. So all of these cards do what they say as when they hit the battlefield. Okay, since I don't have any... So my deck, by the way, Hey Call, it really wants to play enchantments, kind of like what he just did, because a lot of my creatures buff themselves, and in the bottom right hand corner of the card, like Optimus the Scavenger, it has the attack and also the toughness. So the 1 attack and then 1 defense, basically. So I had a feeling that was going to happen. When this artifact enters, exile all artifacts and creatures with mana value 2 or less until this artifact leaves the battlefield. Okay, that's not so bad, but I don't really want to play these until I have some sort of protection. So even though I'm aggro, I don't want to be that aggro. So I'm actually going to hit next, and that's probably not a very good turn. How old am I, bro? How old do you think I am? Because I'm kind of weird. You may think I'm young, or you may think I look old. However, a lot of people that I know, they're like, why do you care how old you are? But I don't know. It just, thinking about it gets me depressed. So I don't even like saying it. Okay, I have some protection now. So now I'm feeling good to play these cards. But it seems like exile all. I think he's going to have a lot of non-targeting removal. So it really doesn't even matter. Because this card protects me from targeted removal. Artifact. Sacrifice another artifact. Search your library. Okay. He's probably going to search for one of these pieces of crap. Resolve. This is an interesting deck, though. It's making me read. So it's a good learning opportunity for me. Sacrifice. When this artifact leaves the field, draw a card. What does this say? Put that card on the battlefield. Oh, he's going to do that thing again. Son of a gun. Resolve. And now my timer's going. That is not good. What does this say? Resolve. Man, so much stuff. Come on, let me get to my turn. He just cried 2. Pass. My turn. Ooh, that's a good one. Is this game hard, bro? Well, it's hard for me because my entire life I've been into Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm just now getting into Magic the Gathering. They have similarities, don't get me wrong, but the key differences are very different. So I'm having to rewire my brain. So it's hard for me. And I think a lot of other people would say the same thing. I'm going to make this one big, I think. He only has... Oh, he has a lot of stuff he can do. And I can play another land. Cool. I'm going to 4/5. I'm going to still leave the mana up in case he does something crazy on his turn. But I probably should have been a little bit more aggressive on that turn. Bro, I need to eat and I'll be back, bro. I promise. Have a good dinner, lunch, breakfast. Have a good meal. Thanks for hanging out with me as long as you did. Hope to see you soon. Man, he's doing a lot of scrying. I'm thinking that he is going for some sort of win con. Resolve. Honestly, at this point, I'm not reading it. I just want his turn to be, oh, it's a 12-12. Jeez Louise. So now I need Sheltered by Ghosts. Learning Magic and already fighting against top. Is this a top tier deck? It feels like it because he's doing a lot of stuff. See you later, Hickall. Thanks for hanging out. I picked this deck, this mono white one, because I felt like it was super simple that even like a new person like me would make few mistakes. But when you're playing something so like I'm not reading, I don't have enough timer to read all these things, you know what I mean? But thanks for that information, because I would have known. To be frank, yours is one of the top tier deck. Oh, mine is. Ooh, I got those stuff back. That's nice. I mean, that's not surprising, to be honest with you, because it feels pretty powerful when it pops off. But like I said, I picked it because I was like, okay, this deck wants to do one thing, so I'm going to make as few mistakes as possible with it. Or at least that was my train of thought. Hey, Sis Token. So I should be able to block with this, right? Pass. He doesn't have trample. So maybe just block with this one? Hopefully. Oh, he has 6 of them. Jeez, I lost. I lost in a big way. I didn't see that there were 6 of them. That deck was crazy. That deck was crazy. But thanks for coming here, by the way. Daz Jingo. How long have you been playing Magic? I'm not going to answer that because I really have no bait. I potentially could have had fun if I knew what I was really facing there. All right, let's jump into the next game. Standard ranked. Are you looking forward to top tier in silver? Yeah, I'm just starting out. Are you looking forward to Lorwyn, by the way? I feel like most people, it seems like from what I read online, are looking forward to it. Sweet, I have some lands. Yesterday, I was having no lands. Never had a land. It's crazy. Opponent goes first. Your opponent is choosing whether to keep 7 cards or it's a mulligan. Keep 7. Yeah, pretty excited, but not too excited about the meta shift. What deck are you playing? Let's do this one so he doesn't automatically get... But I do have 2 Optimistic Scavengers, so maybe it's better to play Optimistic Scavenger. Yeah, I think this deck that I'm playing right now, even though the meta is about to shift, I think this is still going to be viable for a budget version of yours. Nice. Nice. I think this is going to be viable for a pretty long time, right? I can't imagine that the new cards will make it, like, not playable. Seems like way too good for that. When this creature enters Earthbend, whenever you tap a creature for mana, add an additional green. So I know that this is an expensive card from what I've seen online. So maybe I should get rid of it right away. But going guns a-blazing with like my best card, that seems crazy. It seems crazy. But maybe I want to be crazy. Or maybe I just want to set up for turn 3. But what if that sets him up for a really good explosive turn 2 of his? Maybe he'll choose to sacrifice. He's not sacrificing the Badgermole Cub. No way. No way. He is. I thought you'd want that on the battlefield. Okay. He thought against it. Cool. Doesn't have anything in his graveyard. Hard to say. We'll have to see where the wind blows. Your deck became hot during the current meta, even though it doesn't use any of the new cards of the set. Huh, that's crazy. Oh, it must have been because of that most recent ban then, huh? Like, I tried to start playing right, like the day before and it's on me. I probably should have done more research. The day before the ban list happened, and at that time, this seemingly most brain dead, just one strategy deck was mono red. And then the very next day, I log in, and my entire deck's banned. So I was like, okay, let's see if I can salvage this with the cards I have and the remaining wild cards. And this is the one I crafted. All right, what does this say? When Kyoshi Island Plaza enters, search your library for up to where X is the number of shrines that you control. Put those cards on the battlefield tap, then shuffle. Whenever another shrine you control enters, search your library for a basic land card. Oh, is he a shrine deck or is it an earthbend deck? Do I want to get rid of that? Ugh. This is a hard decision. I'm just gonna all attack and then hit next, wait for his blockers. I'm assuming he'll block with the Badger Mole and then I can flash this out. Okay, well, I'm still gonna flash it out because I have two of them, and I'm going to do it on an Optimus the Scavenger, because why not? My favorite card. And because it's flying and he won't be able to block in future turns, that's the one I'll buff. I wish I drew a 1-drop, but that did not happen. He still doesn't have anything in his graveyard. New meta decks probably become powerful due to the meta gets affected by new set. Badger Mole Cub was everywhere when it got released for this set. Yeah, I think it's still like a $50 card in real life, right? This is actually the decks I've been playing. I've seen this card a lot. The last few days I've been playing up against this Is It deck that has very few creatures and it just like spams out instant lessons. And that deck can get annoying because I played that deck like 4 times in a row. Hey, Call, how was your food? Thanks for coming back, my friend. You didn't miss much. You probably missed like half a game, I think, maybe. He is playing some sort of shrine deck. I should have gotten rid of this, but now that I know, maybe I should get rid of it next turn. When Northern Air Temple enters, when others... Should I get rid of his shrines? He has enough mana to where I don't even care about his Badger Mole Cub anymore. He has 2 things to maybe counter. It's just so early. But I can start doing some pretty crazy things. Think. Okay, I'm gonna wait until something crazy hits the board. That's probably a bad decision, and that's like the hardest part about this whole thing. Is like not having the knowledge of the decks that I'm facing to make the correct decisions. And now I'm just gonna attack with everything. 3 attackers. Next, wait for the blockers. Is he gonna block? He's thinking about it. That lit up a little bit. Oh, he is blocking. Okay, now I'm going to play this. Make him a little sad. And now I'm going to buff this one so I don't die. And then this one again so I really don't die. I drew Sheltered by Ghosts. That was clutch. I will get rid of his Badger Mole Cub in case he can get it back. Said, hey, Call, is there... I need to catch up. Sorry, I'm catching up on the chats now because I was really focused there. He has another shrine. Great. Is it lessons? Yeah, another deck that got powerful because of the new set. Well, all the lessons are from the current set. Yeah, for sure. Hey, Call said, hi. Hello again, Hey, Call. The shrines are deadly if they build up, but you might need to race to win. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That was the best thing to do. Because I felt like it was already getting late, so he probably has enough lands on the board to do some earthbending shenanigans. And by the way, since we're talking about lessons and we're playing an earthbending / shrine deck, that sucks. But I do have another Optimus Scavenger and I have Feather of Flight and I'm going to buff it up right now. So that's cool. And it has flying already. What do you think of the Avatar set? I think it's fun. I think earthbending, if I were to build, I really want to build an earthbending deck, but it's super expensive because it seems so cool. The mechanics, chef's kiss, for real. Okay, how do I want to do this? Oh, I can get rid of both of his shrines. Didn't even matter. And I feel bad for taking so long to play, because who wants to play against someone taking forever? But like, I'm new and I'm also trying to read the chats. So please forgive me. Trooper of gold. You were a trooper of gold for putting up with me. For sure. The shrines are deadly. I have to remember that. The shrines are deadly. Hey, Call, how was your meal that you had? And by the way, hey, Call or Desjingo, if the chat that I have is like taking up too much of the space on the screen, please let me know because I can edit that. In fact, it kind of seems like it is. So let me kind of make it smaller. Maybe that's better. Maybe that's better. There we go. All right, cool. Going back into my next game. All right, don't think I'm missing any chats. Let me take a look. A gander here. All right. I don't think I'm missing chats. I need to be more alert on the game so I don't make this guy named Ping think I'm stalling because I don't want to be thought of as that guy. I hate those guys. But I also don't want to miss the chats. The weakness of shrine decks is it needs a slow, it seems like it, slow build up. But a higher tier shrine deck would be control based, lots of sweepers, bad matchup for your white deck. All right, I think I played that correctly and just try to outpace him. It makes me very nervous to play Optimus Scavenger turn 1, but like you said, it's an aggro deck, so I have to try to outpace these people. And he's playing a forest. Maybe a similar deck. Land War Elves, haven't seen that for a while. Turn 2. I'm going to not let him have a mana advantage. And I'm going to buff myself up. So, 2 things in 1. Gotta do it. Ethereal Armor. Do I really want to do that? I kind of do because he's tapped out. Strike while the iron's hot. Playing real brain dead right now. All attacks. I don't know what you said, bro. The weakness. Okay. Hey, Call. What I was saying is, 1, thanks for coming back. And 2, how was your meal? You theme ripping me. How was your food that you said you were going to eat? I deserve the seam rip. Can I seam rip his seam rip? Wait a second. No, wait, can I? Exile target. Ooh. I think I can seam rip the seam rip. If it's playable and it's not letting me do that, I'm going to be pissed. Okay, it's play. That was clutch. Do I want to leave that flash up in case he tries to get a little froggy? I kind of don't want... I don't want my Optimus Scavenger to go away anymore. I eat some fish? Food? Ooh, that sounds good. Yes, you can seam rip a seam rip. That was clutch. Now I gotta make the decision, do I want to keep this for protection? Or do I want to play my card? I think I want protection. Because I think he's gonna have protection. I mean, removal. And if that thing dies, I'm dead, basically. Because Wonder Weave Airless, good card, don't get me wrong, but it's not going to get the job done. What has he got? My turn? Okay, now I can play this without being scared. Going for the 1 attack. I'm not playing it. It's not worth it. I'd rather have the protection. With my mom and brother. Ooh, that sounds like a lovely time. But thanks for coming back. Like I said. Okay, I think right now I'm playing okay. Whenever a land you control enters, double the power of target creature you control until the end of turn. That's kind of scary. Pass? My turn. Okay. Maybe I just attack with this. Yeah. And see what he does. Because I want to get this off the field. But I also could have left it up as a blocker and forced his attack if he doesn't block. He's probably not going to block. Now that I'm thinking about it, because why would he? That's kind of dangerous of him. It's family time? Sounds great, man. Not family time for me. Because, okay, now that it's going through, I'm leaving it up again. For protection against removal. Okay, I made 2 questionable decisions back to back. And I don't think I'm going to find out if they were right or wrong until this game is over. Hopefully I can deduce that by me, by myself, my own brain, and also as Jingo. Hopefully you can chime in once this game is over if I made the right decisions there, back to back, holding this up, or going full aggro. I feel like every time I don't go full aggro, I lose. Could be positioning there, or it could just be I'm making the wrong decision. He is thinking. So that makes me think that maybe I'm being a little bit of a good opponent to him. Man, big stuff is crazy. Don't forget that you can make the aerialist fly by putting a counter on it from the scavenger. Ooh. That's a good point. Okay. When a land you control enters, double the power of target creature you control until end of turn. That sucks. I'm about to take a lot of damage because I'm not wasting my scavenger. Warp. You may cast this card from your hand for its warp cost. Earthbend 2. Resolve. Wow, that's a good card. Earthbend in itself. Pass. Oof. And the fact that they have haste. They did a great job of making these things, but they're scary to play against. Make the aerialist fly by putting a counter. So I could give it the ultimate scavenger. Make that fly next turn. Ooh, what do I want to do? Okay, I'm just going to take the damage. Pass. No blocks. Pass. Okay. That's a lot of damage. We're equal in life. My turn. Give me Sheltered by Ghosts. Dang it. Dang it. But I can get some spoofs. I can get a lot of damage in. Are you have some target for this year, bro? Yes, my target is to learn. I just like learning new things. As you can tell, I'm learning Magic right now, but also learning streaming. That's a challenge in and of itself. I'm just going to go full aggro because I'm tired of thinking about it. All attacks, 2 attacks, see what he blocks with, and then I'll make the decision. And streaming is a challenge in and of itself because it was kind of difficult to get all these streams because I'm streaming on literally every platform to work. But also, too, for some reason, being on camera makes me very uncomfortable. I hate how I look on camera. I hate how I sound on camera. Okay, these are going through. So, do I keep this up? I don't think he has removal. It seems like he doesn't have removal. Oh, I'm tired of thinking about it. I'm only doing this because... Dang, I probably shouldn't do that. No, I'm not doing it. It's way smarter to keep it up. And as long as this doesn't have trample, it's not that scary. You can block with the Harmonizer with the chump blocker as long as it doesn't have trample. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's not that scary if I have trample. But I think I still should leave this up just in case. Until I have, like, lethal with it. And he's getting pretty low, so that's coming. But like I said, hey, Call, sorry, I keep getting distracted. So I want to keep streaming. Because, one, it forces me out of my comfort zone. I think it's making me a better person because I care less. I think maybe it comes down to caring what people think about me, all this stuff. And, like, that's a stupid mindset to have. So I want to keep streaming. That's one of my biggest goals. Keep learning new things. Right before my birthday last year, oh, here's another one. That is great. I've always wanted to learn how to do a trick on a skateboard called a tray flip. I've never been good at skateboarding, but I've always thought that skateboarding was cool. So I learned how to do a tray flip. And then after I learned how to do a tray flip, I wanted to learn how to do a tennis serve real good because I've never really been into tennis. Now my serve has gotten a lot better, people. So I want to keep playing tennis, just try new things. King Greg, what's up, man? Thanks for coming back. I haven't seen you I actually saw you yesterday, King Greg, I think. But how have you been? Right now, I'm still trying to learn Magic. I think I'm getting the hang of it, but this has been a very tricky game. A very tricky game, and I'm not sure if I'm playing it correctly. But if anything, at the end of this game, I think it'll be learning opportunities because I'm definitely going to mull it over for a while. The trickiest part about it is this card in my hand and when to play it and how to interact with it. But this is turning into a lot of damage. Hey, can you study language of Indonesia, bro? I probably should study more languages. But let me answer that in just a second. I'm going to pass. I'm going to block this one because it doesn't have trample, right? No, it does not. I'm going to take the 8 because I have to take the 8. One blocker. Pass. Okay, so I have to play aggro this turn, so that's gonna make my decision for me. Okay, this is interesting. This is gonna have flying. He's gonna have flying, so this is gonna make it for each enchantment you control. I have 1, 2, 3. This will be 4. Okay. Let the games begin. There. I'm gonna give another one as first strike. 6. 7. Okay, this should be game. This is flash. So I'm just going to attack with one attacker, wait for his blocks. Should I play it now? He can't have any blocks. So I'm just going to do it now for peace of mind. 6, 7, 8, 9. Game. All in or go home. Dash Jingo, you said it right there. All in or go home. Now tell me, Dash Jingo, what do you think? Do you think I made the right decision holding that up? Wait, actually, no. That had to have been the right decision because I wouldn't have had lethal there. Having that card in my hand allowed me to have lethal there. Man, that was stressful. Exactly. Whew. The most stressful part about it is that, like, if I had your knowledge of other decks, like, you probably wouldn't have been stressed in that scenario. You would have been like, yep, whatever, play another one of those. I got this card in my hand, I'm good. But to me, I'm like, he could have played literally anything. But that's what makes it exciting for me. Okay, I got 2 1.5 creatures and 3 lands. This is a good hand for me. I'm used to 1 lands, if any. Dash Jingo, you missed it. Yesterday, there was a string of 6 turns where I didn't draw a single land. The odds of that happening have to be close to 1%. Have to be. Does he have a mate? Is he like me and doesn't have a mate? This game kind of poor shames people into, like, forcing their hand to buy mates, because every time I see a cool mate, I'm like, dang, I could buy that. I mean, what's $20? And I just have to force my hand back, slap the back of my hand and say, no, be mentally tougher than that. Let's see if I'm missing any chats, because sometimes they don't like to show me all my chats. King Greg, are you still out there? Hopefully I'm not missing your chats, King Greg. I'm using this thing called Caffeinated. Caster Labs by Caffeinated. Oh no, not an Is It Otter. This Is It Otter deck always outpaces me, and it does not feel good. Okay, I'm gonna play this first and play this while I have the mana available to activate its effect. I think that's the smarter thing to do. Worst case scenario, I'll take a couple from the Otter because I don't want to sacrifice my 1 of 2 creatures. You couldn't get free mates. You could get free mates if you get the Mastery Pass per set. Mastery Pass. I'm gonna sound like a bum. Do I want to get rid of his prowess? Because that's usually like their biggest. But then I don't have a target for the +1/+1. Maybe I just say no blocks this time because it's only 1/1. I'm gonna have to look at the Mastery Pass because I'm not even sure what it is. I know I understand how bummy I sound. I should know these things. This is a 2-drop. It's a 2-drop. It's a flyer. Should I seam rip it or should I seam rip the Otter? The Otter is scary, but it's a token. I hate seam ripping it. Okay. I'm seam ripping the flyer because I don't have an answer for flying at the moment. And then I'm going to play this because I'll have 2 things that are possible. All attacks. Possible targets for my 3rd Saga entry. Okay. This is not that scary position that I'm used to seeing from Izzets. Uh-oh, this is black. I hate playing black. Hopefully it doesn't hand rip me. When Tiny enters any number of target players, I hate hand rips. I like both of these cards. Would it be so stupid to get rid of my planes? It's not, is it? It's the mirror, blue-black. Looks like a discard bounce. Man, that sucks. I'm getting rid of the planes. That's probably the stupidest thing I could have done. Create another otter. So we would have just gotten another otter. I'm tapped out. I don't want to lose my little hag. And actually, she's not even a hag. Okay, I got my plane. I got it back. Gains double strike until the end of turn. I'm going to give this double strike because it's already bigger. And now I think I'm going to go aggro. Yeah, I'm going aggro because he's tapped out. Now would be the time to do it. So now that's a 5. So that's going to be 10 damage, and that's going to make it a lot more. So this is going to be close. I don't think he has any way to tap the thing, so should I just play it now for peace of mind? Because the reason why I'm not waiting until, because I know the optimal thing is to wait until blockers are chosen and whatnot. Shoot. Okay, cancel. Yeah, I need to wait till the blocker is chosen. Just the timing stresses me out with that. Auto pay. Put it on this because I know I'm attacking with this. All attacks. 2 attacks. Scry 1. That's not a game changer. I'm putting it on the bottom. I know I'm saying no to a planes. Okay, what is he doing? I wish this was flying. If it was flying, I'd feel so much better. What is he doing? Good choice because you don't need that many on board. Ooh. Thank the Lord I made another good decision. Okay, he's letting both go through? Does that mean... No. That means I haven't gone through block. I thought he... Okay, now it's blockers. I thought we were already on that step. Because it was like semi-highlighted, which kind of confused me for a second. Don't block. Make an error. Oh, he's blocking. Smart man. Ooh, okay, I have 1 enchantment there. That counts as enchantment 2, 3, and this will be the 4th. So that'd be kind of beefy. But I'm gonna hold it up. Oh, I wish that went through to his face. Does it? Does that go through to his face? Man, I wish I knew that off the top of my head. No, it doesn't. Okay, I made the right decision. I'm holding this up for some targeted protection, which he might not even have. If he doesn't block, he's dead. Yes, for sure. Is this targeted? What does it say? Return up 1 or 2 target creatures and or enchantments you own to your hand. Okay. Not me. Cool. But he gets to play those again. And he's going to have some more otters. So I see why he's doing it. And it's a hand rip. That sucks. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of it now to make it not a hand rip. Give it hexproof, I guess. This one. Share the love. I probably should have done the thing that's bigger, but at least he didn't get the satisfaction of removing it from my hand himself. I hate playing black decks because of that reason. It sucks. It should not be in the game, in my opinion. No blocks. Ooh, I got another one of them. Cool. Cool. If he has a board wipe, that would suck too. Auto pay. What else am I going to pay it for? Put it on this. No, I thought I was already on that. Cool. I think everyone has... Oh, this one doesn't have one. Auto pay. Put it on this. There we go. All attacks. 14. Oh. If I lose by 1, that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt like the dickens. That's a good card. I'd rather have Sheltered by Ghost, though. Do I risk it? Oh, flying? No, I'm not risking it. I'm not risking it. I'm leaving it on top. Because if he doesn't have a board wipe, then I'm going in. No way he has another flyer. I got rid of his flyer. He might already have a flyer. is only until end of turn. Yes. That is the drawback there. I knew that because I got burned on that in the past. Maybe yesterday, the day before. When enchantment enters. All right, now he's starting to pop off. He's getting a little scary, but if he doesn't have flying, I'm going to be A-okay. He doesn't have flying. Is this a flash? It is a flash. I'm going to decline because everything has one already. Decline. All attacks. 3 attacks. Scrying. Love that card. Leave it on top. Love it. Leave it on top. Love it. Leave it on top. Next. All right, let's see what he does. Boom. This one, why not? Because it's big. Draw a card. Optimus Scavenger. What? 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 God dang it. How did that happen? I had flying. God dang it. Son of a gun. I honestly am... I think you should have cast it before... Oh. See what I'm saying? The timings for my Yu-Gi-Oh brain. Us Yu-Gi-Oh players are dumber than bags of dirt, I'm telling you. I would have won. I literally would have won, and he got rid of my favorite card. Okay, I still won. The mistake didn't cost me in the end. Man, that's stressful. It's just a game, but it's still stressful. So I learned something new today. Guys, that's Jingo. You taught me something new. I needed to declare that before blockers. Thank goodness that didn't cost me the game. And I got a pack. And a bunch of gold. Holy crap. This was a very eventful evening. An orb? Don't know what that is. Let me see how many packs I got. 7. 3 more for a pack opening extravaganza that I will do it. Now I want a mastery. This is what you were talking about, Dash Jingo. Spend orbs. How do I get this? Oh, 3,400 gems. I only have 1,000. So this is something I'm going to work for. Orbs are for cosmetics. You can spend them at the mastery tab. Spend orbs. I see it. Is there mates I can spend orbs on? No. Doesn't look like it. But these are pretty freaking sweet. Any mates? No mates. But there's a shrine and a bunch of lessons that I'm not a fan of. But these are freaking cool looking. But I'm not going to spend my orbs just yet. Maybe at the end of the season. But the mates come if you buy the mastery pass. Now I'm going to look up to see how much the mastery pass costs. Where is it? One-time purchase, adventure bundle, play bundle, pack bundle. One-time purchase, voice emotes, or spend 3,400 gems, $19.99 I think, or for 3,400 gems. Interesting, gotcha. Yeah, I should not be looking at this page. This is bad. I'm not looking at this page. You can spend less if you have enough gems. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold off for the time being, even though, well, maybe I shouldn't. Because out of everything, I would like an avatar mate. That would be cool. Okay, maybe I should look at this again. But then I'd probably have to like reach the awards, and I don't know if I'm playing that much. Or does this come mastery pass level 40? I'm probably not going to reach there because it isn't about to expire once. Yeah, it expires in 5 days. I don't think I'm going to be able to get there. But that is a lot of stuff. Maybe that'll be like my goal for this next set. But then it's probably going to be a Lorwyn mate. And I'm not too, like, Lorwyn seems like a cool set, but it's definitely not a shielded Appa. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold off and see what. Man, that mate's cool though. Too bad I can't just. Oh, I don't want to buy it. Okay, that is Jingo. You are the man. Thanks for hanging out with me, and thanks for teaching me some things and explaining some things. Truthfully, I appreciate it. However, I have an early morning, a very early morning. Normally, I try to stream until the wee hours. Wee hours for me, which is midnight. The latest I've streamed is 2 a.m. And I am trying to increase the amount I'm streaming. However, I do have an early morning, so I think that's all she wrote for me today. But like I said when Hey Call asked me, my biggest goal this year is to stream every day, and so far I've done it. And even before I'm not really into the whole New Year resolution thing, so I actually started this like a week before that, and I haven't failed yet. So hopefully I can see you sometime soon. That'd be cool, man. But yeah, I'm logging off now. But again, thanks for hanging out with me. Really appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna log off of Kick first, and then YouTube. Stay cool. You as well, my friend. You as well. See you later. Stay cool. Ba, ba, ba. End stream. End it. Bum bum ba da, bum bum ba da, end stream. And